Good evening, or rather, afternoon, and welcome to Weird-O-Rama. I'm your host, Victor von Psychotron, and all of us at Weird-O-Rama will always strive to bring you the creepy. The strange. And of course, the weird. Tonight, we have a special film for you, sort of a grindhouse exploitation classic, The Undertaker and His Pals. So, lock all of your doors and windows, turn off all of your lights, sit back, have a cup of tea, and enjoy tonight's film, The Undertaker and His Pals. This has nothing to do with the professional wrestler, so don't expect any tombstone pile drivers, unfortunately. But first we will have a Popeye cartoon for you, and a short film from Young American Films, which unfortunately has nothing to do with David Bowie. But...
Pretty nifty rig, eh, Popeye?
Pluto, that's unethical.
Listen, Rut, a little competition never hurt anybody.
I says you gotta move that chow wagon.
And who's gonna make me?
I am.
Oh, yeah?
Pardon me, gentlemen.
Our customer. Right in here for the best meal in town.
A 7-course dinner for the price of the tip balloon.
The red carpet treatment. This is obviously the better beanery.
Why, that double-crosser? What'll it be, pal?
I'll have a hamburger, for which I will gladly pay you Tuesday.
One burger coming up. Here's your... Huh?
My specialty today is baked beans.
I'll have a generous portion, for which I will gladly pay you Tuesday.
There you are. Eat hearty.
There you are, chum. One hot steak on a sizzling platter.
This is the sad story of Eleanor Jones. Eleanor is spending a few days at the hospital. She really didn't intend to come to the hospital, but just a few days ago, something happened. Eleanor decided to clean the top of the kitchen cupboards. There was a stepladder in the basement, but Eleanor just didn't want to take the trouble. Careful, Eleanor, careful. So Eleanor has a chance for some extra reading. What are you reading, Eleanor? Yes, Eleanor has learned her lesson, but how about you? Do you know how to play safe in the kitchen? One of the first things to remember is to arrange your kitchen as conveniently and as efficiently as possible. In this way, you avoid those extra steps which cause fatigue and thus reduce the possibility of an accident. Store the things you use near the place you intend to use them. And by all means, store poisons, extra matches, and other dangerous items far above the reach of children. Keep those cupboard doors closed. A bump on the head probably won't send you to the hospital, but it will be painful just the same. Small accidents will happen occasionally, but don't let them become major ones. Wipe up that grease spot immediately before you have a chance to forget about it. A knife is a dangerous weapon if not treated with the proper respect. Strangely enough, a sharp knife is less dangerous than a dull one. Since less force is required to use a sharp knife, it is less likely to slip. Whenever possible, use the knife so that the direction of force is away from the body. Then if the knife should slip, it'll do no great damage. And keep those fingers out. If possible, store knives in a knife rack. It is safer and more convenient, and also protects the edge from contact with other utensils. This is the wrong way to wash knives. They should be washed separately and one at a time. If you lose a knife in the dishwater, you're likely to find it the hard way. Sure to treat even small injuries immediately to avoid danger of infection. And while we're on the subject of knives, they just weren't tough edges to cut fingers. Many excellent foods are preserved in glass containers. Should break, throw the food away. No matter how safe it may be, the danger of broken glass fragments is great to be disregarded. No kitchen is complete without a range, but there are right and wrong ways to use one. With a pilot light, lighting the barrel, but make sure that the gas actually does ignite. If it doesn't have a pilot light, light your match before turning on the gas. Before lighting it. This way you allow any accumulated gas to escape and prevent a possible explosion. After this time has elapsed, light and insert the match. Then turn on the gas. A handle projecting over the edge of the stove can easily cause this. Keep the handles on your pots and pans tight and in good condition. A loose handle can cause many a spill. A screwdriver kept in the kitchen will be handy for keeping things in good repair. A good way to keep a handle in good condition is to keep it away from the lighted burners. Use a dry pot holder that is large enough to protect your hand, yet not large enough to extend into the flame. A wet holder conducts heat very readily. When removing the lid from a pan likely to contain steam, tip the lid in such a way as to direct the steam away from your body. Foods fried in deep fat are delicious, but certain precautions should be observed in their preparation. The mistakes usually made are filling the pan too full and is at a temperature 200 degrees hotter than boiling. Any water clinging to the food boils vigorously. This is likely to carry the fat over the side, where it may ignite. Pour the fat into a large container. Large enough so that the fat is at least 3 inches from the top. Keep the food as dry as possible. Remember, it's the water that causes the bubbling. And just in case, keep a reliable fire extinguisher in the kitchen at all times. What's wrong here? All the burners are turned off. Ah, but don't forget, this stove has a pilot light. Don't leave papers or potholders near it, or this will happen to you. When plugging in or removing any electrical appliance, be sure your hands are dry. Wet skin conducts electricity much more readily than dry skin. Therefore, the danger of shock is much greater when your hands are wet. Here is a dangerous situation. Keep those electric cords where no one can trip over them. If you use any of the many kinds of special equipment designed for the kitchen, be sure to read the manufacturer's recommendations for safe operation and follow them closely. It is not sufficient to follow the advice of some friend who ought to know. Consult your instruction book and get the correct information. When it becomes necessary to climb, do it a safe way. The few dollars you pay for a ladder are well spent in terms of convenience and safety. Remember Eleanor Jones? Eleanor will be released from the hospital in a few days, and when she gets out, she is determined to stay out. Eleanor had to go to the hospital to learn her lesson, but you don't have to. Remember, it pays to play safe in the kitchen.
Oh, there's never been a devil like me. No, there ain't. Hear about. Yeah, yeah, you can say that again.
She looks lovely lying there, doesn't she? I painted her myself.
Why did this have to happen?
Life is but a shadow through which we all must pass to reach that bright tomorrow.
Yes, but she's so young. Why did you come to the city? Why couldn't you stay home with your mommy? Oh.
Let's go home, Mother.
Wait. Let me kiss my baby. Oh.
Mr. Lamb, may I talk to you a moment alone, sir? I've always found it best to give my bill at this time. It helps take your mind off your bereavement. Grief therapy, as we call it in the industry.
$1,250.
Well, it's not our best funeral, but
$1,250.
See, you've forgotten your grief already.
You advertised $144.98, not $1,250.
But, Mr. Lamb, you don't expect to get a funeral like that for nothing. Why, the silk in that box is worth at least $144. And then there's the hearse, and then there's the flowers. Now, the flowers are a big item, and then the...
I won't pay any $1,250.
Oh, yes, you will, sir. You signed a contract. Or at least your wife did. Didn't you, Mrs. Lamb?
You're both horrible to talk about money at a time like this.
I earned my money, Mrs. Lamb. That girl of yours had her legs chopped off. How would you like to have to sew plastic legs on a cold corpse? Of course, I could have skipped the legs and given her a junior-length coffin. That would have been more economical, wouldn't it? And her throat. If you could have seen her throat.
Oh.
You'll pay.
Like my new dress?
Yeah.
And my hair? Do you like it better up?
Yes, it's very nice.
Harry, will you turn around and look at me?
Come on, honey. I've got lots of work. Come on.
Harry?
What?
Why won't you marry me?
Honey, I can't even afford me.
Then I'm going to jump out the window if you won't marry me.
Hey, Employment Bureau, would you please send me over a new secretary? Yeah, I have one that's about ready to leave. Thank you.
I hate you, Harry Glass. boys do a great little business around here. You know, it'd do a lot of good in this place. A white tornado.
You watch too much television.
You have any better ideas?
Mm-hmm.
Spike, Doc, anybody around?
Oh, hiya, Mr. Glass. Spike will be with you in a minute.
That's what I like about this place. The service.
Don't pay attention to Doc. His mind is elsewhere.
Buried in those books they say he's always reading.
There's nothing wrong with studying.
According to the grapevine, he was kicked out of medical school because he was very, very weird. If you ask me what I think...
Ask you what?
What's Duncan Hines recommend in this food palace?
Specialty of the day. What'll it be?
I'll try the lamb.
You'll like it, baby.
My friends call me Anne. You may call me Miss Poultry.
Poultry? As in barnyard?
It's not that funny.
Okay. Chicken.
I'll have a specialty, Spike.
Give me 2 orders.
2 orders of what? You didn't even tell him what we were ordering.
We don't have anything else.
Hey, you read about that new murder? No, Sally Lamb? Yeah, that's a shame, real shame. I wonder if that was her father came in the office today.
I like to read things like that. Paper shouldn't print that stuff.
2 specials. Lamb's leg.
What's the drink?
I'll have coffee.
I'll have a BM. Buttermilk.
Hey, Spike, what is this?
Lamb.
That's not lamb.
Taste it again.
No, baby. You taste it. Come on, honey, it's a bad joke. I'm sorry I brought you here.
This joint would give Mr. Clean nightmares.
Aw, chicken. You give the place a bad name.
You think so? Wait till I call the health inspectors.
You wouldn't do that.
Oh, wouldn't I?
Later.
Good night, Miss Poultry.
Toby? Here, kitty kitty.
time for Two Truths and a Lie, in which I will tell you 2 truths and 1 lie about this film. You must guess the lie. First, the bikers you see in this film during the actual scenes where motorcycles are moving back and forth, those were California Highway Patrol officers who volunteered just for fun to ride the bikes while they had the roads shut down for filming. Second, the original cut of this film included surgeon training films to make it more shocking. And third, dialogue from this film was sampled by Rob Zombie in his film What Lurks on Channel X. There you have it. I'll tell you the lie by the end of the film. Good luck.
Harry?
Yeah. One of them was probably wearing this.
Well, that doesn't give you much to go on.
Makes the 5th murder we've had with these vicious mutilations of the body. But it's the first time there's been something to point us in any direction. There were 3 of them. We know their physical proportions by their boot prints. We know that they were riding motorcycles. And we know the kind of tires that were on the cycles.
You can't go around checking every tire in the city.
No, but we can send a description to all the shops. Come on, Harry. Now, you know the procedure.
Yeah, I know. I just want to make sure you catch him.
Well, it'd help if you could tell us something.
I've already told you everything. I don't know anything. Now, Ann didn't have any enemies, and she didn't hang around the motorcycle crowd. I can't really tell you much more. She only hated one guy, and that was me. And she wanted to marry me. Crazy kid.
I'm sorry, Harry.
Me too.
Well, if you hear of anything, you'll let me know, won't you?
Sure.
And I don't want you trying to take things into your own hands.
No, I won't. But you will let me know if you hear anything.
Sure.
Thank you. Say, I want to hang around here a while and look around.
Okay.
Who are you?
Mr. March, your friendly Undertaker at your service.
Go away, Vulture. I don't need you.
Oh, but you do, sir. Yes, you do. Whether you want to admit it or not, you can't do without me. Now, something has to be done. And since this poor dead girl has no relatives, and since you were her employer.
How do you know?
It's my business to find out these things.
Well, or you might as well handle it. What's the difference?
Now you're talking. I do as good a job as anyone, and I don't mind saying that my services are far, far more complete. I handle everything right from the beginning to the end. Sign here.
How much?
$144.98.
98 cents?
Well, this is a very competitive business.
There's no price on these contracts.
Well, we do that. You know, sometimes there are a few extras. They don't amount to much.
Well, I'll just fill in. 144.98. No ups, no extras.
Mr. Glass, you are making a terrible mistake.
I'd better not be.
Doc and me were both awful sorry, Mr. Glass. Gee, who'd have thought? You and her were just in here a few hours before.
I'd sure like to get my hands on those bums.
If you find out anything, you let me know. Me and Doc. Doc! Mr. Glass is going to get the guys that killed his chick. If he needs any help, we're going to go help him, okay?
Spike.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a donut?
Doc, we got any donuts back there?
They haven't been delivered yet. Begin the operation. The scalpel is used to make a deliberate cut. The cut should be no longer than necessary, and yet not too short either. The cut should not be too short. Size and shape of the scalpels vary greatly, but regardless of the variation, the scalpel should always be sharp. What do you want?
I got you delivered, man. Come on, open up.
All right.
How come you always lock this door? You afraid somebody gonna come in here and get you?
Just put him down over there.
What are you reading?
Surgery.
Oh, you're going to operate on people?
Why not?
Well, no offense, man. Say, how come you never order any meat? So much vegetables like lettuce and celery and onions and ketchup.
Your company charges too much.
Oh, not any more than anybody else.
So I order from somebody else. Spread the business around, you know.
Who you order your meat from?
That's none of your business. Why don't you just get out of here? I'm studying.
You know, my boss will make a good price on all meat, all age.
We serve fresh meat.
What'll it be?
Well, let's see. I think I'll have the fried shrimp.
Sorry, we're out of fried shrimp.
Well, then give me a hot dog.
Don't have any.
Well, what have you got?
We still have some leg of lamb. Or how about the specialty of the day?
All right, give me the chicken.
How would you like that order? Light meat or dark?
Breasts of chicken usually have light meat, don't they?
Got a point there.
What is this, candid camera or something?
No, sir.
I'll tell you what, instead of the chicken, give me a pie.
Big piece or little?
The whole pie. Do you have a box?
Yeah, sure. Come in, sir.
Well, I came to pay my last respects.
That's very thoughtful of you, sir. You are a very thoughtful man.
Cut the sarcasm. I'd like to see her, please.
She's behind the drapes, but
What?
Remember, sir, you wouldn't let me add a few little extras. With a little extra, I could have restacked it with foam rubber. Remember, sir, it was you who said, no ups, no extras. Our association doesn't approve of low-priced funerals, but when the needy need help, I always try to do what I can. Gratitude. That's what this world needs, is gratitude.
Hi.
Hello.
You are Harry Glass, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I thought so. You know, my sister told me you were very handsome. I told her I was going to work for you.
What kind of work do you do?
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
You tell me.
I'm a typist.
Oh.
Well, am I hired?
What's your name?
Call me Friday.
No, but what's your name?
Friday. My sister didn't tell me you were hard of hearing.
You're not one of those kooks, are you?
Silly. Do I look like I'm kooky?
No, I don't think you do.
Well, good. Now that we have that settled, do I get the job?
No, why don't you go downstairs and have some dinner, and when you get back, we'll talk it all over.
Well, that's a very good idea. You got any money, honey?
You bet.
Oh, you're a doll. See you later, boss.
Hello, baby. What can I do for you?
The question is, what can I do for you?
You mean it?
No. I just wanted to get your reaction. Say, is this place on Diners Club?
Ha, ha.
I'll have a hamburger.
Don't have any.
Well, I have a pain because I haven't eaten.
Where's the pain? Ah. The can, nurse.
Nurse? Say, what is this?
Did you say you have a pain?
In her belly.
Well, yes, but that's...
Get the patient ready for surgery while I scrub up.
I ripped their clothes off.
Oh, that's good thinking. You ready? My.
What's wrong with her?
Who knows? I'll explore. Scalpel. There, she's a fly. Get rid of it. What are you spraying her for?
Germs.
You didn't get rid of the fly. What is this? Deodorant? Check her respiration.
A-okay.
Nothing wrong so far. Isn't she beautiful inside? Where's the anesthetic?
Doc. Look.
Everything was going so well, too.
Right to the end. Pity.
Well, at least my operating technique is getting better, huh? Can't win them all. What are we going to do with her? See who it is.
Don't say it. What's he doing? Where's the rest of the girl?
In the vat.
You're a couple of dirty double-crossers.
Why?
You agreed that I would get half, but we did this job alone. I could have used what you wasted. Remember, we specifically agreed that I could bury Doc's mistakes. I don't know what this world's coming to. A man can hardly make a living these days. No ups, no extras.
What happened to your head?
You shaved with that. Oh, shut up. I'll get sore. I'm sorry. I'm a little on edge with the end of the month coming and bills to be paid.
We won't let you down. Don't worry.
We'll help you. Tonight? Tonight.
Intermission time. Time that stretch you've been wanting. And best of all, time to take your pick from that scrumptious array of tasty treats waiting for you at the snack bar, where the popcorn's poppin', the cold drinks are sparkling, the hot dogs are sling, the coffee is steaming, and a luscious treasure of confectionery delights with ice cream and candy, and so much more to tempt any taste, is waiting for you now at the snack bar. You'll be notified in plenty of time when the next show is about to begin.
Satisfy the kiddies with a bag of crisp, crunchy popcorn. And don't forget to get an extra bag or two to take to the car to munch on during the show. You will also want to take a supply of ice-cold soft drinks or delicious, flavorful coffee to keep you refreshed throughout the next show. Make the evening complete by getting a tasty treat for yourself and every member of your party. Make your visit to our theater a pleasant occasion to be remembered. We'll be richly rewarded with the thought that we have pleased you.
Till showtime. Why not add to your enjoyment with a delicious confection and drink at our attractive refreshment stand?
Hello there. Time for some words about some of the cast and crew of tonight's film, The Undertaker and His Pals. The director of this film, Mr. T.L.P. Swicegood, Tom Swicegood. It's the only film he ever directed. Most of the actors and the crew in this film, it's the only thing they ever did. James Westmoreland, he plays Harry the detective. He was in Don't Answer the Phone. And he was also in The Monroes, a television series. He had some bit parts here and there. Sally Fry, she plays Anne. She was in Women of the Prehistoric Planet, and her first role was as a robot in Dr. Goldfoot in the Bikini Machine. Karen Cyril, she plays Sally Lamb. She was in The Cycle Savages and some other sex comedies of the late 1970s. Now, be on the lookout for Robert Lowry. He has a bit part in this, and he played Batman in the Cliffhanger serials. The two Cliffhanger serials with Batman and Robin. He played Batman and Bruce Wayne. He was also in Revenge of the Zombies, which I recently hosted. Now, The Undertaker's played by Ray Dennison. He was in The Corpse Grinders and The Severed Arm. But the standouts from this are some of the crew members. You have Steve Carcass, who did special effects on this film. He did special effects on Fighting Mad, a film I've hosted, also known as Death Force. He did special effects on some Mystery Science Theater favorites like Parts, The Clonus Hoarder, and The Touch of Satan. He also did special effects work on this tiny little film that barely anyone saw called Easy Rider. Now, speaking of other film people who worked on this, you have one of the key grips was Robert Dolver, and he did second unit photography on this other little film that barely anyone saw called Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. He also was Oscar nominated for his editing work on The Black Stallion. And he edited the original Jumanji film, I believe from 1995, Jurassic Park 3. He also edited this other little mildly successful film called Captain America: The First Avenger. That man was the key grip on The Undertaker and His Pals. Now you also have one of the gaffers on this film, Foster Denker. He was a chief electrician on another Mystery Science Theater classic, Catalina Caper. He was also an electrician on that little Easy Rider movie. And he was a gaffer on Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5 and Predator 2. So again, people who work on these little B movies go on to do amazing things with amazing film careers. So again, to all you aspiring filmmakers out there, just go out and make your movie and stick with your art and stick with it. And one day, you might be editing something that gets an Oscar nomination. You never know. So we hope you are enjoying the film. We'll get right back to it after this word from our sponsor.
If you make this shot, you can have anything you want for dinner.
I'll have a Kentucky Kentucky Fried Chicken, Mom.
You got it, superstar.
Kids love Kentucky Fried Chicken, just like other folks. And with all those delicious fixins', what a meal.
It's finger-licking good! Real goodness from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Good night, Rose. I'm going to stay in a little longer. Let yourself out. See you tomorrow, Rose. You know, you don't have to believe me, but I've made up my mind. I'm gonna quit next month. You know what I'm gonna do then? I'm gonna get married again. Oh, I know. I'm a 3-time loser. But this time, it's gonna work. What do you think about that? Tempest? Rep?
Hello. Harry, I just want to let you know that we got a lead on the murders. One of them lost his license plate.
Well, who's it belong to?
The Undertaker from Shady Rest, Mr. Mort.
Ain't that something?
Well, you know him? Well, our men are going to pick him up. Say, maybe you can help us. Do you know who he associates with?
No, I don't, but I'll find out.
What happened to your license plate?
I lost it.
Where?
I don't know. Don't bother me with things like that. Now look at my neck. Oh, great. What? The cops will find your license plate, then they'll find you with a bullet hole. Our goose will be cooked.
I'll have to operate.
Oh, no, you don't! No! Get him up on the table! There's no time to operate anyway. Why? The cops will be around looking for him. We'll get rid of him fast. Where? Don't know me, will you? No, I know you aren't.
He was a lousy nurse anyhow.
Fellas! I was only kidding, fellas! Come on! Fellas! Fellas, now! Fellas! No! 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 Fellas! No! No, fellas! Fellas! No! No! No, fellas! I was only kidding! Fellas! Please! Fellas!
Kelly's Pool Hall.
Charlie the Stoolie, please.
No, he ain't here.
Well, would you tell him that Harry Glass is calling?
Oh.
Hey, Charlie. Listen, I need some information. Can you tell me who Mort the Undertaker hangs out with?
Guy Shady Rest? Just a minute. Know those two nuts who run the Greasy Spoon?
Yeah.
They're the ones.
Thanks, Charlie.
What? Doc! Don't do it! Don't do it! We've been friends a long time! This'll be the end of our friendship! Don't do it!
It'll be painless if we dunk you fast.
No! No, don't do it!
Then we'll dunk you slow.
No! No! No!
Be quiet or you'll wake the neighbors.
What a noise he made.
He was a bad sport, if you ask me.
Turn out the lights and let's be scarce for a while.
Friday. You take long lunch hours.
I'm not Friday, Mr. Glass.
Well, who are you then? Queen of Sheba?
I'm Thursday. Friday's my sister. We're identical twins.
Where is she?
Oh, why? I don't know. I thought you did. That's why I've been following you. You know, Friday's a kook and she needs a chaperone. Are you sure you don't know what's happened to her?
Yeah, I'm afraid I do. Come on, let's get out of here.
Where are we going?
Well, you're going home.
Oh, but I can't.
Why not?
Well, I told my mother I was spending the night with a girlfriend, but my girlfriend's out of town.
Well, you can stay at my place.
Well, thank you.
Are you sure you're not
Detective Jennings?
Oh, Johnny, this is Harry Glass. I have some information for you.
Shoot.
The Undertaker's Pals are the two guys that have the cafe near my place.
At the Greasy Spoon?
The evidence is inside.
Where are the suspects?
Well, they're out for the evening. They open up at 7 o'clock in the morning, so you can find them there then.
Thanks.
You tell Friday about a strong, good-looking man, and off she goes. You know, Harry, you can't be a playboy all your life. This girl must have hurt you. But I won't. Golly, it's 3:45. Well, I guess I'm ready to turn in. Harry? You sleeping? Hey, Harry, wake up. Harry? What happened?
We're out of gas.
Oh, anybody but you and I wouldn't believe it.
I'll be right back.
Now all I need is a match.
I'm sorry, Thursday. Those goons got your sister.
Why, those dirty, rotten... Oh, I could just tear them apart with my bare hands.
Two of them are dead. Yeah. Mort's gonna get his. I'll see.
Don't make them like Harry anymore.
Well, it's finally over.
I hope so. We don't need any unnecessary violence in this world. Nature makes enough of its own. Still, a certain amount of evil always creeps in. And we must just strike it down.
Whenever there's a party and all the chicks are there. I ain't the kind of fella just to stand around and stare. 'Cause I believe in action, my soul is pleasure bent. And though I dig the chick I pick, it's never permanent. Oh, I cut in, I cut up, and cut out. Yes, he do, he really do. Oh, there's never been a devil like me. No, there ain't. Hereabout. You can say that again. But when a girlie rolls her eyes at me, I never miss my opportunity. Oh, I cut in, and I cut up, and cut out. Ever ready, there's no one more alert. I don't need any coaxing when the chicks begin to flirt. I don't care if they're skinny or fat or short or tall. It really makes no difference, 'cause I love to love them all. Oh, I cut in, and I cut up, and cut out. Oh, there's never been a devil like me hereabout.
We hope you have enjoyed The Undertaker and His Pals. It's a fun little movie, isn't it? Please feel free to email us your comments about it. Also, be sure to check out our Facebook fan page, follow us on Twitter, check out Weird-O-Rama.com, and our Patreon page if you're feeling in the giving mood. The lie? Those bikers were not California Highway Patrol officers. That would have been fun, but no, that's not true. So, for all of us at Weird-O-Rama, this is Victor von Psychotron telling all of you to stay weird.
catch him prowling after dark.
Think he's still hanging around the village?
He got Mason, didn't he? And we found new tracks up around Dr. Adrian's house.
Maybe we men of science think different from other people, but if they ever find out in the village what you've been doing...
You mean about the animals?
Yes, some of the dogs have been missed.
Well, that phase of the experiment is all over.
That ape seems to take a fancy to your place. Now, don't take offense, Doctor. I'm just trying to clear up my mind. Them dogs of mine have been sniffing ape for days. It's made them foolish, I guess. Else why'd they snarl at you?
Hey, Doc. What are you going to do to me? I'm going to write you into medical history.